Going
Oh,
live. Okay, welcome to the Ursine Combo Loud audio podcast, a podcast from the FGC at UCLA. Today we have a few members of the FGC at UCLA. We also have special guest Unknown Stuffs from UC Santa Cruz. Will be
hey,
joining
hey,
us
hey.
with his copious retro game knowledge. And today we're talking about stages, the stages of grief. I mean, fighting games. Um, so the first one is Denial. I mean Ryu stage. I think this is the OG classic. You know, the SF2 Ryu stage. Uh,
Yeah.
has a ton of personality. I mean, let's just start off. You know, we're gonna go through favorites. This is one of mine. I love this stage. You're like on top of some old Edo castle. It's not really a street, so it's not technically really a street fight, but it's still pretty awesome. Uh,
Yeah, a lot of stages reflect the character pretty well. Ryu's a wandering guy, somehow ends up fighting someone on the roof. No,
hmm That's true.
Japanese, of course, too.
He's like, you're not supposed to be on this roof. You got to get down. I'm gonna beat you up. Um, but yeah, stages are interesting, right? Because for the most part, you know, you don't interact with them. But even in
I
this
think if
Ryu
you, I think
stage,
if you choose her, sorry, if you choose her, then the stage I'm talking about will come up.
we're trying to get
Yeah,
a very interesting example of a stage ready for you in the background here.
This one?
yeah, you did.
Okay.
I think it'll show up. Okay, yeah, here
Ah,
we go.
tables.
Yeah, so
Wait, why is he stand like Remy?
I don't know. He's actually kind of guileish too. He has a transferable.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the thing about this stage. It's kind of interactable.
So you're gonna screen share it, Big Monkey?
Yeah, it should be screen sharing right now,
All right,
right?
I'm hopping over.
Oh, does it? Oh man, does it show up on the second round? We'll see.
Okay, so I was gonna say, even though stages are generally not interactable, like even in early games, we've seen a lot of examples where stages
Oh, what the?
actually did kind of play a role in the fighting. So this example is, what's the name of this game again?
Daraku Tenshi, or its English title, Fallen Angels. Really obscure title by Psycho, who are more known for shmups.
And here we can see a stage where you've got fucking furniture in the foreground.
Yeah, pretty distracting, right? Well, that even more.
You can actually kick it towards the camera, which is really cool. Can you get all the tables, or is it just that big one?
No, just that one. These ones are there,
It's
which
just
is a
gonna
little
stay.
yeah.
It's gonna sit in your lows.
Yeah.
So
How are you gonna play footsies with this?
there are stages with stage mechanics. I think there are different games that have tried different things. Um, like most famously in Strive, you have the wall you can interact with. We won't talk too much about Smash, but of course they do a lot of different things with stages. But even in traditional 2D fighting games, I mean, even in the OG SF2, you have a lot of shit you can smash. I don't think it ever matters, right? Like the barrel, smashing the barrel in Super Turbo doesn't do
Um,
anything, right?
there's something interesting that we can talk about in the. We have like a section for like mechanics.
That's true. You
So
want to wait? All right,
I
we'll get
there's
into
there's
mechanics
something
later.
interesting I can say about Super Turbo stages.
Interesting, interesting. So for now, what are your guys' favorite stages? What what really gets you going?
You can't forget the classic Infinite Azure, you know?
The Tekken stage, Infinite Azure.
Yeah, it's just so like vibes, you know?
Mm-hmm. That is a big vibe stage. That is true.
Yeah.
Tekken. What I've seen has some pretty hard stages, especially the volcano
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Also, Moonlit Wilderness is good too.
I mean,
It's
the
like
thing
the one
about
with the
Infinite
castle in the
Azure
background.
is you spend a lot of time on it,
True.
right? Because you're always training. I like the blue one better.
The purple one or
Yeah,
the blue?
Infinite Azure
Oh,
too. That's my jam.
yeah. That one's good. I don't like the track as much though, you know? Ooh.
Oh, really? So it's about the music for you?
I completely forgot everyone's moves in this game. I think Urian is like a mobile grappler.
I think that Infinite Azure is nice just because you don't have to reset until you get pretty far. Big Monkey, what was the other Tekken stage you liked?
Moonlit Wilderness. It's got like a castle in the background. There's like dandelions or some shit.
This is a
don't know
Tekken
what they are.
5 stage, or did it come back
Yeah.
for Tekken? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this is where you fight Devil Jin. Yeah, this is a nice stage. Yeah.
It's got a really nice track too. It's like meow, meow, or something. I don't know.
There's like a stance switch if you hit both kicks. I don't know if it actually matters.
So in your mind, Big Monkey, do you feel like the music of the stage and the stage are like inexorably linked?
Yes, completely. It's like I don't think, for example, the Tekken 6 has the sheep one. I don't think it'd make it as much if it didn't have the fucking, like yodeling in the background.
Tekken 6 has a sheep stage. I heard EGP also talk about this. Do you know what that that stage is called?
It's the track is called Yodeling in Metal Hills. I don't know what the actual stage is called. But also stuff like Edge of Spring, I think it's called, Mystical Forest, is really good too. I think Tekken stages usually don't like you can't really go wrong with them until 7, but that's just my opinion.
That's for the worst time. We're not there yet. We don't have to talk about that yet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, Tekken's definitely had a lot of good stages. I actually like the Tekken 4 parking garage.
Yeah, Tekken 4, the garage, the pool,
it just
and
has,
the airport.
Yeah, they just have so much like personality. All these stages in Tekken 4. Yeah, you know,
Why does this guy sit like that?
Fighting in the middle of nowhere, knocking people into cars. Like there's just something. There's something about that that's a lot of fun. I guess that's like. So what would make a good stage? Like what's the essence of a good stage? Is it like it makes you feel like you're actually fighting in the place? Is that really like is it vibes? Like, you know, Street Fighter has a bunch of stages that you don't actually feel like the fight's necessarily occurring there. Not after 2 and 3 are fine, but after that you get like really kind of fantastical stages. Like
plane is a pretty interesting destination for a tournament match. Yeah.
The SF5 Dubai stage.
I think Street Fighter 4 has some good ones too.
Yeah, but they're fantastical, right? Like you sort of are outside of your wheelhouse when you go into Street Fighter 4. Like you start going to weird places. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
Mortal Kombat 1 did Mortal Kombat 1 stages are actually like, I find it really interesting. They like kind of paint like a consistent setting. Like there's actually like a map that I found once that like maps like where all the stages take place on the island. Like they kind of like connected to each other in an interesting way. It's really interesting.
So it's kind of like the Dark Souls of
a little, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a cool idea. I mean, I think there's actually a little bit of connection in BlazBlue also. So one of my favorite stages, if I can find it real quick, I'm gonna have to switch off of you guys' fighting, is in BlazBlue at the top of
I got this stage that just has like a burning car gif in the background.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was a plane or a car.
I really like this game's gritty look. As a side note, not something you really see in fighting games.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be like called Daraku Tenshi. It's actually not entirely known if this game was released.
It's not known if it was released.
I think like there's definitely boards floating around in Japan, but like either like 2 boards like were ever released in the US or like 0. People don't really know for sure.
Yeah, does
it air resets?
This game's so weird. It's all like weirdly sluggish.
One of my favorite stages is in BlazBlue. There's this big like monolithic thing, and it's like tied into the story, and it's like at the top of a building. You climb through the levels of the city as you ascend to this building. So there actually is like a physicality to all the stages in BlazBlue. Like they go there in the story. So I think that adds a lot to it. Actually, you don't really get anything like that in Guilty Gear. You're sort of like, except unless you're counting Jam's Restaurant. You know.
But all these stages in like Plus R, Exerd, Strive, those are so like even if it's fantastical, you still it's like past the point where you have to be immersed in it, and then into like just it looking really good, you know?
Yeah.
Well, there's always the stairs, right? The Paris stage.
Yeah. Pretty
The
iconic.
Justice Stairs too, yeah.
Yeah, the Justices stage and Missing
Ooh,
Link.
the back turn.
Why is it back to?
You just have these kind of cool looking stages that are in Guilty Gear. But yeah, they're not like very important places.
Yeah, Big Bang Upper.
Wait.
Yeah, although
With
they
his
get
head?
little more like real places in Zerd because they do have a story. They start going places.
I always like I like the waterfall stage in that game that I've seen before.
in Zerd.
Yeah, I think it was Exerd. No, it was
Oh,
Exerd.
the one
yeah.
with the big waterfall in the background, right?
Yeah, sounds pretty
That's
cool.
like plot relevant, I think.
Let's see.
Yeah, like some of them are like slightly plot relevant, but not as much as Blaze Blue. What is that?
I don't remember what anyone in this game does. I'll be real with you. I've played this like twice.
Oh, Jesus.
Yo.
Can you play on the Ram sign stage, the one with the Babel in the background? Is that a selectable stage in Zerd?
I don't think so. I think it's just the red version of the waterfall stage, right?
You like grabbed me out of the air.
Is this only anti-air command grab?
I
Oh no! you
no,
have
it
to,
works on the ground. What the hell? Like, oh wait, no, he ran out of missiles, so you couldn't blow me up. He has like a
Oh.
resource.
We have a few other favorite stages. E.g. Tekken enjoys this coffee shop stage from Strive. I think Strive has some good stages, some good looking stages.
They're pretty cool, yeah.
Strive stages don't usually miss. I think I really like the river one, the one that people don't pick in online.
Because it lags.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, is that the Misty one with all the ships coming out?
No, not that one. The green one.
Oh, that's like Testaments or something? Or
No, it's like Leo's or something. For whatever reason, it's like in a jungle.
Yeah, that's a cool looking stage. It's got like these old statues in the background and everything.
Yeah, yeah, like the ruins aesthetic. I like that. Like the overgrown ruins aesthetic. Like if you search up Tekken's Mystical Forest, stuff like that.
I think we've got that somewhere. Here we go.
No! Why does it launch so high? It's his head.
I don't know. I don't even think this game has air combos. You just got like one hit off of that.
Jesus.
Is Tekken Mystical Forest the stage I'm in when I'm always getting beat up in like the corner next to a log?
Is it
I'm gonna
that?
move on from this game. I don't know if I like it that much.
Okay. Let's put some Garo.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so those are good stages. Are there any other big favorites? I know people say the Vampire Savior stages are kind of cool.
Oh, they are.
There's always like stuff
They're not-
going on in them.
Yeah, but they're not like tied to characters, so it's hard to like
They're not?
pinpoint which ones, you know?
They're like
think
they're like semi, but like I think it's like if someone picks a certain character, there's like different probabilities for each stage. Something like that.
Okay, yeah.
They just have a lot of cool like gothic stuff going on.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. Fits the aesthetic really well. There's like
Yeah.
the plant monster or something. Yeah.
The vibe is
There's like a
There,
cool
always.
train.
Jetta's boss stage with the giant red baby in the background. You guys seen that one before?
what?
You don't know what is it? I think it was like fetus god or something.
Jesus Christ.
It goes really hard. Hold on, I'll see if I can find it.
It's oh my god. Yeah, wait, it's the third one.
Fetus of God, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Good call. There it
That's-
is. I didn't notice it. I was looking right at it and I didn't see the giant big fetus of God. That's pretty
You
funny.
said it's called that. Okay, that goes hard. Fetus of God. I thought you said like fetus God or something. I was like, huh?
Let's see. Is there any other big gaming stages? I mean, I feel like there's often cool stages in anime games, just
True.
in general. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter which
yeah.
anime game you play. But
Oh, I mean, since we're about to start playing Garo, I think
This game,
Hotaru's stage is really good.
this game has more characters than I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, SNK were really on their point with pixel art in the late '90s, early 2000s.
True.
yeah,
And it's like I think they take a lot of inspiration from fucking Third Strike for this one, right?
for Gar-
Yeah, yeah. This was kind of Fatal Fury's Third Strike, from what I understand.
They definitely, I think, stages in general actually look better in the pixel art aesthetic. Like, it's just more interesting. They put more stuff in there. Like, you can make it kind of crowded, but it works. Whereas when you make, there's a bunch of like Street Fighter V stages with a ton of stuff in them, and it just doesn't. It looks like overload. It doesn't look like there's a lot going on. It just looks like someone did
nice.
Photoshop where they pasted
awesome.
as many characters as they
sick.
could into the background. But these pixel stages look really nice.
Yeah, they're a little more like cohesive, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean we're getting there with like nicer stages, but even like in Mortal Kombat, which is photorealistic looking, the stages tend to you still look like you're like in a flat like room.
They're quite drab.
Yeah, weirdly.
Yeah, from what I see. Quite a contrast from the 2D games, which are very colorful, varied settings. Like I said about Mortal Kombat 1.
Mm-hmm.
The interesting thing about Mortal Kombat 1 is that like there wasn't a lot of like budget, so like for the stages, there's a lot of like digitized like real life objects that you just kind of like cobbled together, and like they make for like some pretty nice looking stages for the time, even now.
In terms of NetherRealm, though, Injustice does pretty well with stages.
I guess that's true. It's often it's linked to the comics, right? So they can kind of cheat a little bit there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more like varied settings.
I mean, Mortal Kombat does have the pit, right? It's like an all-time.
Ooh, yeah, iconic. Yeah, we
All-time
can. Yeah,
That's a
The
mechanic thing, but
origi-
even without the mechanic thing, I just think it's like a cool idea that you're fighting over. A pit where you can,
precarious bridge. Yeah.
you can be murdered. I think that's really cool.
It's the mortal in Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
There it is. It's the bridge you fall over.
Yeah. Tournament to the death.
All right, let's move on then. We'll have more time to remember favorite stages, maybe as we go through mechanics and goofy stuff.
Ugh.
What are some bad ones?
What's rising tackle in this game? Whoa.
Oh,
Good interaction. Good interaction.
I think it's DP motion. I don't know though.
All right, what are your least
that's power.
favorite stages?
I don't even know if he has one. Wait.
I can start. I hate the fucking Tekken stage with the fort or whatever, where like you wall break 17 times. I just hate that.
Fucking.
Oh.
I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah.
Forgotten Colony or something.
I've seen a clip of that before.
Yeah, no. Devil Jin in particular will hell sweep you once and then break like 3 walls off of it.
Mm-hmm. Forgotten Colony is in T6, so that's probably not it. Maybe it's
It's
Fort or
Forgotten Realm. Sorry.
something?
And do super since I have the meter.
Yeah, it looks
Forgotten
like a
Realm is-
temple.
Oh,
Like a little
Honestly-
temple or something.
Yeah, it's definitely EGP Tekken's favorite stage.
I mean, maybe that's a fun stage if you're good at the game.
I'll see if
Not
I can
even,
pull.
though. Like hell sweep is unreactable low. And if you're on Forgotten Realm, it's just adding like so much more damage because his max damage wall ender also breaks the floor. Because he needs it, right? He needs it.
The stage so tuned to the character.
Right. And it's also like he before this update, apparently they fixed this or nerfed it, but like the scaling on Devil Jin's wall ender is so low. So you just get free damage for using that.
Mm-hmm.
Compounded with the wall break, which also does damage to you. Also, I think we might have desynced if you didn't press the start button.
Oh no, I'm trying to pull something up here. I don't know if I have too many. I was looking into the Oscar 120% series a little while ago, and I was trying the one for the PC Engine, and the stages are just like, they're not terrible. They're just like sad. There's like nothing going on. It's just like generic like school settings.
Also,
There's no like
under 20%.
Yeah, there are no. This game just looks kind of sad in general. This PC Engine version. There's like no characters, no like cool props or anything. It's just like school settings. It's like empty. So weird.
Yeah, it looks a little flat.
Yeah.
There's the gym.
Oscar games are great, by the way. Oscar games are great, by the way. A lot of people consider them one of the progenitors to anime mechanics.
Really?
I've never.
Yeah,
heard of that.
there's some varied air movement. It has a clash system. I think it's one of the first fighting games with the clash system.
Clash system, Kek W.
Clashes. XD.
You can fight Carol. Yeah, it looks like these stages are sort of just thrown together.
The later games on stronger consoles were probably a little better. But the PC Engine one in particular is just like sad.
If I could bring up one that some people I know dislike, Elena Third Strike stage.
People say it like hurts their eyes, but I don't really get it. Maybe because I'm like blind, but
It is like there's not too many colors, I guess. I mean, it's a whoa. I don't know what that was.
he has a. Ow.
That did so much damage. What the hell?
You were in TOP, I think, so you get increased damage for that.
Oh.
Yeah. He's like Hugo, but like shit.
I hear it's not too high on the tier list.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Elena's is really cool with the color scheme and everything like that, but
Yeah.
Well, I think it's vibey too, and the soundtrack is funny.
Ooh, yeah.
Bees in my head.
It's super vibey. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's super vibey.
so you give it money for having that soundtrack. You're like that's
Right, right.
It does.
Shoutouts to the animals. Shoutouts to the animals in the background. Animals and stages are usually pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Like moving people and like creatures and shit.
I remember hearing shit about CVS2 stages like not being character specific, but like they're pretty cool. I think.
Oh, I like the London stage for that one.
Oh yeah,
for that
and the
one track.
legendary OST. Yeah.
This is true love making, bitch.
But yeah, no, they're pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's like varied settings and there's obviously the famous was it the parade one with the Honda and how Mario floats.
Oh, yeah, that was
That's a
really
great
cool.
stage.
Like it's like CG, right? But it's like
with the blimp.
Shit moved. Yeah. It might be a 2D game, but they still got to flex
Yeah, it looks like
with
they
the
were getting some
Dreamcast.
3D in there for sure.
Yeah.
What
Might
else
be a
do we
2D game, but they got to flex some of the Naomi's power.
yeah,
There's a nice windmill
Oh
stage.
no, I'm dead.
it's okay.
Windmill stage is great. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
that's
CVS2 is so sick.
moving.
I just don't get to play it that often.
It's a really big game. I've gotten mixed results running it on Fightcade, but I think that's how most people are playing it now.
Yeah, you really got to work to optimize that thing.
Right. Or just to set your buttons in the first place.
Yeah, it's gotten a little better, but it's not great.
It takes some effort, but those are good stages. Those aren't bad stages. We need bad stages now.
Shit, I don't know.
I mean, I have another good example. There's an infamous BlazBlue stage, which has a certain animal on it, which you guys like.
Most of the ones that get like a negative reception are the ones that like hinder gameplay. Like there's like a Street Fighter V beach stage where you can't see ground projectiles.
Oh yeah. That's an infamously good stage.
Of course, the legendary plane stage, Rashid stage.
Dude, there's one in Melty that's like it's the grass stage. And if you play Nero on it, you know how Nero can throw like snakes and shit like along the ground?
Oh man.
You legitimately cannot see the snakes. It is so dumb.
The stage counter pick strategy.
That's melting
Right,
like dual
but it's
states.
actually so dumb because he just, it's like a hard knockdown, and if it's an EX snake, then you get like spit out, like onto the ground. I don't know what it's called. All the melty stage names have like really weird names.
Is
It doesn't
the one
even have a good
that's in
soundtrack.
Daylight?
There's a nighttime one and a daylight one, but both of them obscure the snakes.
I think I found it. You're not going to believe
There's
that,
a-
Bing kind of sucks and Google's better. Are you shocked to hear this?
Probably not.
No, you're not shocked to hear
No.
this. Okay, I found a grassy stage. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah, but you can see like Kohaku's crouching, and you can't like, you can see the grass is coming up. Right?
Yeah, you can't see what's his name, Shiki's shoes there at all.
Yeah, exactly. And if you search up Nero's like, I think it's 214X series, he just fucking, oh my god, I hate it so much. I mean, I love it because it's dumb and I play Nero sometimes, but if I had to play against that, I would probably like, it's banned for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say.
Legit.
I know XX plus R has one band stage
Oh,
or a few other ones. Yeah,
I think it's
unknown.
the Grove one, right?
Grove. I don't remember the reason, but I do know the reason for unknown. It's like you're in like this weird like wave dimension or something.
Huh.
It's all like red. It's all like red. It's the fight. It's the stage where you fight in arcade mode.
Mhm.
Oh,
And people
Yeah.
find that annoying.
that's the red pit stage, right?
Yeah, it's banned because the borders are like not defined at all. There's like no landmarks
Oh,
to like
for finding your way
to like show
to,
to show the corner, like to show when you're about to be cornered. Yeah. There's like no landmarks at all, nothing to indicate
you
the
have a little
wall.
bit of lightning. You can actually,
It's-
you can play this stage in
I think in netplay they banned it. The game like itself banned it in netplay.
oh wow.
I think Grove is banned because if you pick a certain Faust color, then
Oh,
you can't
yeah.
see it, right?
I
Something
remember
like that.
this. Wait, bring up a picture of it, and then I can bring up like the Faust color.
The Faust
the particular,
palettes?
yeah, the camo strats. That's hilarious. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I think
Gross
people are
stage,
like semi-joking too when they like say, "Oh, pick the piss color because it blends in with the stage." But I think in Under Night, people actually
this thing, right?
with the ground. Yeah, that's the Grove stage.
Yeah, and then there's
Faust
like
has a
there's
blue
like
palette.
there's like an ice Faust color. I'll see if I can pull it up in voice text.
Yeah, so that's sort of like a famous issue
Posted
too.
it.
Is when people are
Posted
able
it
to,
twice.
Twice is nice.
Okay, yeah.
When people are able to blend in or whatever with the stage, that's definitely
Yeah.
like a big no-no. So
That
here-
I think Melee had a couple issues with that too. Like in singles, like if you're not allowed to pick like Dark Samus or Black Samus if it's a certain stage. Or you can, but like the opponent can complain about it, and then the judge like forces you to choose a different color.
yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, there's some character costume stuff in SF5. I don't know about interaction though.
Oh, isn't Blanca?
Yeah, no,
Blanca.
Yeah, they don't like Blanca-chan.
Yeah,
No.
There's a really awful Gil skin too. where you
Yeah,
can play-
Pyro. I think he has like a couple. I think there's like the Pyron one that's like hella distracting.
Yeah, that one's just hard to look at even. You don't even care what he's doing.
I don't know how this move works. Is it like a
It's
Rekka?
a high counter, I think.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Neat.
I think the other one's low. Also, he has a frame 0 DP.
Word. Old. Like we got Super Turbo Ken in the house.
That's why this matchup is not very fondly regarded by Hotaru players because she likes being in the air. He doesn't. He likes being in the air too.
I'm lost with most SNK games.
Oh,
So-
big dog, big doge.
I thought I would also
Yo, what's
mention
the dog doing?
Good old hype dog.
Oh, dude.
So one of the maybe not fondly remembered stages in BlazBlue is Bascule, which has a dog which plays a compressed sound clip every 3 seconds. And you know what? People decided they don't like that. Although some people love it a lot.
Wait, so people like the dog, but not its sounds?
Well, the dog looks cool as hell. But yeah, it's the sound.
That
it's
is
really
an
the
awesome
sound
dog.
problem. Yeah. I mean, this is like stage specific, even though it's an audio thing, because you only get it on this stage. And they've kept the game in every version since it appeared. They kept Hype Dog with the same compressed clip, which is pretty funny.
Okay, it's like people may not like Hype Dog, but if you take Hype Dog out, then people will riot, right?
That's true. I'd be mad too. Like, how could you remove Hype Dog? They should at least go back in and like remaster Hype Dog. That's the least
True.
they could do. You know,
Or just have like an option for like stage sound effects.
turn off Hype Dog. You should be able
Optional
to-
fight dog.
You know, if BlazBlue has like function buttons, you should be able to like turn on and off Hot Dog, like Hype Dog. That should be like a meta game against your opponent.
This is the Shoto crouching medium kick. The heck?
Yeah, but he doesn't have any like projectiles or anything.
Yeah,
He has that. That's
agreed. Severed. This looks pretty slow, but I guess it'll
it
catch
doesn't
people.
launch
You know
either.
Just to go back to favorite stages, I like all the stages that are in front of like casinos or have neon light and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in CVS 2 there's one too that I really like. It's like the nighttime version of the London stage.
Mm-hmm.
Balrogs or Boxer stage in SF2 is one of the first examples of a pretty crowded stage. There's a lot going on in it. Really, really flashy too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Do you like the purple or blue version? It probably
Just
cycles between those.
oh, that is a nice.
I think depending on it's really cool. Nice music. Yeah, Nin is the what is it? It was a alias for Akira Nishitani or something Nishitani, one of the main planners for the game.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like we have fewer Easter eggs in stages now a lot of the time.
Oh yeah.
Ones.
Wait, if you're talking about casino stages, there's also Xiaoyu stage in Tekken 3. That one's really cool, I think.
She's in a casino stage? Oh, I remember
Yeah,
that in
yeah.
Tekken 3. Let's see.
It's like a marketplace or something too. It's got like shops in the background.
Is it not like a carnival?
I can't tell actually. I don't know, but it's got like neon lights and shit.
Well, that's a requirement, I guess.
True.
I think it's a carnival. I think it's a carnival stage. Here, I'll pull it up.
I feel like this guy has a DP, but I haven't found one. Oh, there it is.
There we go. Tekken 3
Wait.
is hella old though.
True. Are you playing right now, Unknown? We might have DC'd.
Yeah, I'm just. I'm trying to I'm messing up the Rock CPU.
Oh, yeah, same. Okay. We can re-challenge. You want to
Good
switch
old
to another
G-Sync.
game?
Yeah, maybe.
We
Yo, I
can
got
hop on-
an ST challenge. That like doesn't happen.
We can play ST if you want.
Oh yeah, so that's all right.
Almost
If you're
all the
free.
ST stages are good, except for I think Blanca's stage looks like crap in ST.
There's a lot going on in it. I know someone who's a big fan of that stage.
It looks so flat. I don't know. Yeah,
SF2 stage is like the character of SF2 like as a whole. Like it's not like overtly offensive stereotypes, but it's definitely like what like one like company, one Japanese company's like impression of different countries look like. You know what I mean?
You
The
guys
fucking-
you have big snakes in
Fucking
Brazil,
stupid,
right?
like the Korean dub thing you sent me. That was so funny.
Oh wait, actually, something that's really convenient for this is on the Fightcade version of this game. You can select stages by hitting coin on the portraits.
Oh, so it'll cycle through?
Yeah, it's like a little hack they made. Yeah. So usually like 2x's like stage cycle is like you have to like beat the character in order for like the stage to cycle. Like if you were to beat me because this is Ken's stage, then Ken's stage would go out of the cycle and it would move to the next stage in the arcade mode order. It's really weird. But in Fightcade, we can just select the stage with the coin button.
Dude, cool. What is this move? Ah, wait.
SF5 has a similar kind of stage to Blanca stage. It's like the waterfall stage. That stage is pretty boring to me too, even though it's where Nash died.
A cool difference you might not notice is that in Super Turbo version of the stage, like the boat looks all like modern, but in the older SF2s, like the boat was like hella run down. It looked more like a steamboat. It's a cool like little evolution thing.
You're on Ken's stage? No one's streaming right now. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
there is someone streaming.
Oh, wait, no. Sorry. When I
There's no
switched the
streaming
game,
right
I
now.
didn't
just
stream.
dig it up too. Here is the
Yep,
Street Fighter.
Ken stage.
This is a good stage. I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. There's stuff going on. I wish this water was animated. I don't know why.
Oh, the people
It's
are
just, like,
animated.
nothing.
Maybe they spent all their budget on this.
yeah.
Wow. That throw did a grip.
It's Super Turbo, baby. Throws are king.
Alright,
Fireballs are king too.
Here's the SF5 stage. You can end up in this log if you play your cards right. We're almost getting to mechanics here.
Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Street Fighter 5 with the post KO animations.
And then
Oh, shit.
Didn't
we're gonna
combo.
show
I
the
suck.
stage, so we'll show that real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So on the select screen, you just hover over the character whose stage you want. You just hit coin.
Oh, okay. So let's see, maybe Dawson stage?
That is
Wait.
a banger. That's a good stage.
And you just selected. You
You
selected him.
also
Yeah. I think I pressed, like, start or something.
Oh no, you're on the boat.
Okay. Yeah.
Ah.
That's okay. We get a look at the boat. So this is the HD boat. This is the fancy boat, Unknown Stuffs.
Yeah, but in the older versions of the games, the boat looks like more run down.
Oh, it's like just the older looking.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
Wow.
cool little like art evolution.
SF always got the people cheering for you. I like that. In Blast
Yeah.
there's people wandering around who are like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, that's what really like that's what made like Asuka's stages like really stand out to me in a weird way. There's just like nothing. It's so strange.
They just ignore. They're trying to pretend you're not there. They're like awkward. Oh god,
Yeah.
that's right. It's so cringe.
Oh, there's
it is a left school.
There's the Guilty Gear stage, or the Exert stage, where they're like, please stop fighting, or like, not here, or something.
Which one is
Yeah.
that?
That's like it's Britain or something.
Dawson was always so weird to me. Like, I like know how he-
understand this guy.
I like know how he's supposed to play, but then when I actually try to play him, I just like can't do it. I know what he's supposed to do, but I don't do it right.
I don't know about you, but I always try to jump, and that's not a good idea.
He's terribly slow. Ken's not too bad in the air too.
Did you just DP through my fireball?
Britain's like the train station or something. I can't find it. For some reason, Zerd stages are hard to find by name.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
Training
they have names.
Training
Oh, wait, no,
stages
no,
have
they do.
training stages have an interesting mixed reception in the FGC right now.
You know, okay, that's fair to throw out there. Are training stages good or bad? I mean, hopefully we're getting to the point where you no longer like need them, because it used to be like, can your computer run this stupid shit? And, you know,
Oh,
We still have a little bit
Ow.
of that. We still have he has dive kicks. We still have a little bit of that in the age of console for offline tournaments,
mhm.
which sometimes like give some issues on more demanding stages.
I mean, I guess it's nice to have an option, right?
Right. Yeah.
You know, you can go to this basic big stage. You can see how far a step is.
Yeah. Here's India. Pretty fun stage, I guess.
You guys
You've
look
got
at India.
what was his name? Raj. I don't know. I don't know my mythology.
Huh? Oh, Ganesh.
Yes, there's Ganesh. Yeah.
He's got the elephant head. Doesn't have his rat steed, but
Oh wait, these elephants, they were legendary in the older versions. They were so loud.
Really?
I found a cab in the wild once in some Asian mall while I was in Los Angeles, and like, oh my god, you could hear it from like there's like a jeweler's like next door to the tiny arcade they have, and you could hear the elephants in the demo mode like from there. Like, I'm not kidding, they were so loud.
wait,
I bet it drives.
That's pretty cool.
were you in Chinatown? I feel like I might have been to
I
this.
think it was like more Vietnamese.
Okay.
It was somewhere in Southern California. Yo.
Well, that crossed up.
Yeah, he can cross up pretty nastily.
Just into the mechanics, it's probably worth talking about MVC3 real quick before we go into other mechanics. Because this is a game where it actually has a lot of like very cool stages, but everyone plays on the same ones.
I wonder if I can do Cammy.
They play on training stage, or they play on like the snowfield, and like a lot of that is because just to like play the game, it's so like complicated looking, the game, that they like you have to have a functional stage that's kind of like spare and stripped down. Otherwise, you can't even play the game. So that's kind of interesting. Stages like actually making a difference in like what's readable and what's not. I think most games are pretty good about that. We talked about some other bad examples, I guess.
Yeah, the exceptions are pretty notorious.
I should probably call up the SF5 Beach.
Yeah, stuff that just obscures stuff in general. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
usually not to in a stages can look nice for like the overall look and spectators, but like you don't want it to be in the way of what's going on in the game.
Yeah,
Did you just air throw
SF5
me?
has the problem.
Yeah, she has
where,
air. She has air those. Yeah.
Birdie and
What the-
Macaulay can put stuff in the water and you can't see it. So
What the?
Yeah,
that's
pretty
nasty.
wild.
And Marvel vs. Capcom has
Jesus.
that issue with every stage where everyone's doing
Really?
fucking everything and you can't see anything.
That isn't.
But it's
That's
like
godlike.
you can't blame that, right? Because half the time projectiles in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 are off screen anyways.
It's just the way the game is like designed, right? Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like the most super readable game. But it's too bad because the game has like cool stages from like all across the, the canon, right? Because it can access all these properties. Like here we have Hugo in Metro City standing on a car yelling at a cop.
Wait, that's in UMVC 3?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's somewhere in there. There's the pretty hype Days of Future Past stage. There's actually a lot of cool stuff, but you don't really get to see it. It's always tournament footage is on that snow stage or it's on the training stage.
Yeah, I think the snow stage is the one I see the most.
There's a Resident
Yeah.
Evil stage with like the liquors and stuff like that wandering around. Like there's actually a lot of cool stuff that you're not going to see it. No, you're not allowed to see liquors wandering around in the background, right? 'Cause there's a bunch
What's
of
he's in my SF2?
What?
Whoa.
Here's the Days of Future Past stage. Let me pull that up. I really like this stage,
Pull up
actually. Add this one to my favorites. This is a neat stage.
Oh, nice.
Every time
Footsies in
I
my
pick,
SF2.
every time I pick Chun-Li in a game that's not Street Fighter 3, I just press the same buttons that she does in Street Fighter 3.
Yeah,
As
crouch
you
medium kick
should.
is godlike in this game. Yeah, it might be faster than crouching light kick. No, I don't think so. That'll be funny though.
All right,
I'd believe
so
it.
let's go ahead and move on to mechanics here. Stage mechanics. So one of the obvious, well, all right. So as long as you guys are playing SF2. Unknown stuff. What can you tell us? Is there a way to interact with the stages in this game?
Capcom in the 90s had arguably programmers. So the obvious form of interaction is like boxes and stuff. Like pull up like Guile stage. Okay.
Oh shit.
That's okay.
I just
That's okay.
selected Blanca's.
People watching probably know. Guile stage. There's like boxes that you can break on the left and right side of the screen. And you would think those wouldn't really affect gameplay. They just crash through them, and it looks kind of cool, kind of like an action movie. You know, like people crashing into stuff during a fight.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually it freezes the opponent for a second, like when it crashes into them. And it doesn't freeze you. Like it actually like stops them in the air for a little bit.
Oh,
so that
delays
actually
their wake up, gives you better Oki.
That actually it messes with their safe jump timing, which are pretty important for a lot of characters in this game.
Is that bad for
Like-
you on Oki? It's bad for the person taking Oki?
I think it's bad for the attacker. Which, like, thinking about it, it's not terrible because like safe jump is already a bad situation for like the person being safe jumped.
Yeah. So
But yeah, that's one stage interaction that's negative, and well, it's something to be aware of. It doesn't like safe jump is important, but it's not something that might determine a round, I think.
that's pretty funny. SF5 had other interactables. Does 3 have anything?
I think there's like
Don't think so.
there's like stuff that like jumps up every now and then.
Chun-Li's stage, I think you can break the tables.
Yeah, and like there's like a table on the left that's like you can like legendarily like hide behind it. Yeah.
This is a render, but just so people can see it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Chung-Li stage has a little area where you can go behind the table.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good stage too.
It's it's kind of a cool stage. For a street fight, looks like a place where a street fight would happen.
In older games,
Urban, you know? Not urban,
yeah,
rural.
it's definitely China, you know.
Yeah. Like it feels immersive to a certain extent.
Gonna match the setting.
So we had some good stages in SF4. Actually, I should show my favorite SF4 stage before we move on. But there was really no mechanics in SF4.
Oh god, I can't take that.
I don't think you could interact with anything in SF4. But it had these awesome hippos.
I like the hippos too.
Yeah, so
Yeah, those are awesome. Yeah, I
is that
remember
a
those.
mechanic? I don't know, but then in SF5 we actually get a ton of interactables.
Ow.
You could kick the wing off of in Guile stage. You could kick the wing off his plane, which is like, damn, hit that thing fucking hard.
Disrespecting his fucking vehicle.
Yeah, that's also like
Oh god, I cannot.
an F-15 is like a $20 million, so you really are hurting the American public when you kick the wing off the plane.
Our tax dollars are getting put into Street Fighter V stages.
Yeah.
There's all the stage transitions.
Oh yeah, Tekken is big with those, I believe, right? And 3D fighters in general.
Yeah, definitely.
Tekken
All the scenery changes too.
7 is... Did 6 have that much?
Yeah, 6 Forgotten Colony was one of the ones that you would just get like. I remember seeing a lot of matches on that stage. Somebody would get floor broken, and then they just like end up in the corner right after they. Like, it was something about how you ended up after the stage broke the wall that was like fucked up.
You'd end up in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's getting towards, like, as an actual mechanic, the stage transitions in SF5 is if you got KO'd in the corner, you would end up in a weird cutscene where the corner then got a little bigger. Like that corner you could...
Oh yeah,
you'd
I
open
think I've
up
seen
an
that
extra
before.
part of the level. It's hard to find an example with it. But not all the levels had that transition, but a few levels did.
Also, Injustice had cool stage transitions. Like you break a wall or something, and then like Crocodile would beat the shit out of you or
go,
something.
Like really far.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but it's cool. Like they had like certain cutscene animations for stage transitions.
Oh my god, how could I forget? Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta circle back into retro garbage. World Heroes Deathmatch mode. Oh my god, World Heroes Deathmatch mode is hilarious. I was playing with someone. I was playing with a friend of mine on Fightcade. We were trying World Heroes 2. We picked Deathmatch, and the first stage we got took place in a sewer. There were ice mechanics. Like,
really?
Have you ever played a fighting game where the characters were slippery?
No, I have not.
I'm not kidding. We moved around for like 2 seconds, and then we immediately decided, dude, we're F3ing. We're not playing this.
Yeah, it looks
we
like
were not. We were not playing ice mechanics fighter. Yeah, World Heroes 2 Deathmatch.
Walls and
yeah, it like gives you an extra hit on like they would like get stuck on the wall for a second and then like bounce off, and then I guess you could extend the juggle.
Found a bad screenshot of your sewer level.
Yeah, it's like ice mechanics in a fighting game.
That's so dumb.
That's pretty funny. Just like Tekken, Dead or Alive had stage transitions too.
Oh yeah, I think they had like obstacles that you could like leap over during in the middle of a match or something. I vaguely remember something like that.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are huge Dead or Alive players, but I remember you could knock people off of stages and through walls and down pretty far.
Yeah, there were pretty elaborate transitions, I remember.
I will play Dead or Alive with Sarah one day. One day.
I'll just show it.
I keep
One
messing
Dead or
up.
Alive.
How do you do the TAP?
You hold 3 punches or 3 kicks. It's a really awkward grip to be able to like hold the tap and then be able to attack at the same time. No, I meant to. Wait, no. There we go.
Wait, so
I thought I picked it.
And then you can't use any of those buttons.
Yeah, you can't if you're holding a tap with kick, then you can't use kicks. If you release it, then you'll just like. Oh yeah, here's a cool stage.
I like the stage a lot
Thailand.
too, actually. I think the
Thailand.
SF5 version of this was really cool.
Yeah, look at that city in the background. That's so cool, right?
Yeah, that looks really nice.
The sunset.
Let me find the SF5.
Yeah, wait, whose is this?
This is Sagat.
Yeah, it's a Sagat. Yeah, Sagat.
I see.
Sagat.
Tiger. His name should just be Tiger.
Tiger! Tiger!
Tiger.
Uppercut. Tiger shot! Tiger!
Tiger. There we go. They did a really nice render of it in SF5.
Oh yeah, love the Buddha statue. It's classic. No,
I hit it.
I was around. Dude, Final does like godlike damage. You have to hold.
Like
you have to
seconds, right?
Yeah, you have to hold it for like a good portion of the match.
So here's a stage mechanic that is probably warrants some discussion. Oh, so in Go Figure Strive, the corners have health, and if you take enough damage, you wall break and burst out of that.
Yeah, one of the many currently divisive things about this new generation of Guilty Gear.
I think it's great. I love wall breaks.
You're a
They're pretty
big
cool,
wall
yeah.
break fan?
Definitely achieved what they wanted. Like a little more neutral, but like
you do go back.
interesting. Yeah,
You go
I'm
back
not a
to
fan of
the
wall break.
niche. You don't like wall
It's not like-
breaks?
it's not like you don't get interesting. I don't play Strive that much, so I don't have too much of an opinion. But like, it seems like you still get to make some pretty interesting choices in the corner, like especially if you're the attacker. Like, do you wall break and like get the positive bonus or something like that, or do you want to like keep the pressure on by leaving him there? I don't know if that's a thing that happens.
That's true. It is
I think
some
Chip has like
strategery.
wall break shit, and then or like wall stick shit, and then once you pop off, he'll like 4-way mix your ass.
Yo!
Ow.
I
But
was
in the
God,
old
you should have
game,
won
he
off of
could
that.
just do that. He wouldn't need your
You
wall
should
break.
have won off of that.
was like
God,
a 20-second tap, dude.
Fucking bison, dude. Are you using
I think
you're using
that,
keyboard, right? Oh my God.
Yeah, so I have a
decisions
macro for
for
3x.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
That's fine.
wanna
That's fine.
remember less things.
What's that, Joe?
So-
You're a little low.
I want to remember less, so I don't like wall breaks.
So-
You have to like remember more combos.
Or you just like hit them more, I think. And then once it starts cracking, then you go, oh, I can wall crack now, or
Yeah,
wall break.
In a way, the stick kind of just makes it easy because you're like, I'll get a big damage combo if I just press a button, as long as I can
Right,
catch them.
yeah.
But yeah, it is an extra consideration, especially if you play a character like Eno or Happy Chaos or something.
Right, yeah. You want to keep your mix, or Milia.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely a factor. I think it's a decent mechanic. I think corners are like a problem. Like so much of Street Fighter and BlazBlue is like, don't let them put you in the fucking corner. The entire game is walk them to the corner or walk them away. Whereas in Strive, it's like, okay, they get positive tension, they get a bunch of damage, but at least you won't lose right then because they got you in the corner. You know what I mean? Whereas it seems like you can lose even faster in Street Fighter if they get you in the corner, even with Guilty Gear's famous two-touch murder mode.
Strives.
Famous two-touch murder mode.
Balrog here has some pretty legendary offense in this game, and he's pretty nasty in the corner. A lot of characters are pretty nasty in the corner in this.
The corners
I
in
feel
old
like
games are really oppressive, you know, because you have like no defensive mechanics.
SF2
Yeah.
was the Wild West, yeah.
Except try to grab them. Grab them
How
and do
fast is grab?
60% damage.
Is it one?
What's up?
Is grab like 1 frame?
Yeah, it's like it just activates. There's no startup.
Damn.
Super.
Yeah,
Super
love
flash
Street Fighter
grab.
2, baby. Yeah, it's a plus star style kind of, except with like way more range.
One thing to discuss about mechanics is like not all stages are the same size.
Oh yeah. Street Fighter 2 has a little bit of that. I don't know if that many people notice, but
Third
it's
Strike
something.
has that.
Third
Yeah,
Strike
Third Strike
really
has
has
it
it,
too.
and it's super fucking important. Like it
Yeah.
causes me a huge problem as an Oro player, where I need about like 3/4 of the stage on some stages to do an unblockable, to do his chicken loop into an unblockable, and like
Yeah.
Chun-Li stage is too short. Ryu stage is really short too. It's like
Right,
really hard to
right.
do on those
That
stages.
game doesn't have a way to select specific stages too. It's like based on the losing player, I believe.
You're just gonna eat it. So that's like an issue, but also just in gameplay feel, like the Third Strike stages feel really tight.
They do, yeah.
Uh,
That's an interesting discussion point. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know how much, like stage length and like.
It's so weird though. It's like only Yoon and Oro care about like stage length.
I imagine.
Nobody else
yeah.
gives a shit.
well, I mean,